How's that? Is that better? Good morning, Abda. Okay, thank you. Anyway, I was asking if you were part of the 10-4 group that came over last night, and if so, what did you think of the video? Because I haven't seen it yet. I really like Zeph. I like the work that he does. Good morning, WC. I like how good he is with his tutorials, and I did not watch it yet, so I will watch it, yeah, tonight probably, because I've been super tired and barely doing anything beyond the game. Okay. WC, by any chance, did you see 10 last night? They did a Monday evening show, which I realize they don't usually do Monday evening shows, but they did. I will have to go pay attention to it. So everybody's been chastising me for my lack of good duty officers, so here I am in the Bertrand cluster again, trying to pick up some more duty officers. This is my new Gagarin, the Hadfield. So we put it together, just baseline was 30 last night, and after we did some initial tweaks, got it up to 83 DPS, 83,000 DPS. So not bad for a new ship. We'll work on it some more. For those of you who weren't around last night, I will not be on tonight, but DT might be doing a show tonight. Oh, I will send you a message. I still don't have a proper job description for whatever the heck they expect me to do, because they're kind of like, but we don't want you to leave. So, yeah. So I have some work to do today. Alright, what shall we get? Ooh, we're almost there with the max health. Let's max out our max health. There we go. Alright, so today we have an Iconian TFO. We've got us a Destroy Zenkethi ships in space and Destroy Borg ships in space. Zenkethi ships will be Scylla and Charybdis. Iconian TFO, good one. Iconian TFO. Oh, we've got Bug Hunt. Sweet. Can we combine that with anything else? No, we can't. Okay. We're going to do Bug Hunt on this one. I suppose we could, just to make life easy. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and queue up a little Bug Hunt, see if anybody else is interested in it. And in the meantime, let's queue up a little Scylla and Charybdis. Sadly, it tends to be a bit of my jobs being, hey, we'd like you to do this. Great, okay, did that. No, we want you to do it every day. No, I wrote a program, so it'll do itself every day. Oh. Okay. Sure. And then they try and figure out something else for me to do. Of course, then I get a little resentful when they go back and say, oh yeah, but we'd still like you to do that other thing. But I wrote you a program to do it automatically, so I don't have to. Yeah. Even when I worked for the government, they hired me to do X, and I wound up doing X plus. X plus a whole heck of a lot of other stuff. And I was put there by a placement agency, so I let them know I'm only going to be there till this date, and they never told them. Surprise! So one day I'm gone, I'm actually moved away. They're calling me, where are you? I told the placement agency this would be my last day. Oh, they never told us! Okay, so this ship has got the drawback of there's not a lot of good defenses on it. Of course, I'm running at elite. Yeah, that would tend to make it slightly harder. Oops. before we get stupid here.
Well fought, but
Let's leave this. Change the level. Nice to know I can do elite. Good morning.
Our scouts have found an attack element of this encampment.
Well, yes, but DT's not always going to be there now, is he? The mom must be self-sufficient. Though we did ISE on it last night. I don't know if you were there for that. And I did get killed once. Good morning, ID. How are you doing today? We need a shorter name for you, so I'm calling you ID. But if you've got a preference, I will call you that. Yeah. But yeah, I still got killed once, so, you know, you can't always rely on others. Yeah, I'm used to having the tank. I'm used to being the tank, not being somebody out there shooting up people. Ah. I shall call you Id then. Thank you. Let's try that again. Seriously, you're not going to cue this to start? Fine. We'll go kill some Borg ships then. What do we want to do? What's going to pop fast is always the question at this hour of the morning. I need 30. We'll start there. So thanks for the raid last night. We do appreciate it a lot. Okay, let's throw something else into the mix. What else have we got for Iconian? Probably going to wind up doing stuff tonight. Ugh, nope, not on this tune. Not on this tune. We'll add that to the queue. What else can we add in there? That might not be a great idea, but we'll see.
Starfleet intelligence.
All right, bug hunt finally, yay! Well, of course, it'd be nicer if it actually popped. How are we doing there? Right, next Wednesday, September the 8th, we are planning to do a watch party with the Star Trek Day events that are going on. So if you'd care to join us, it starts, I believe, quite late in the evening, like 8 o'clock our time, 5 o'clock Pacific time. We'll get you details. And if it gets to be like a lot of events where people get to blither about themselves a lot, and it gets boring, then we'll start blithering about ourselves. Because, you know, when we talk about ourselves, it's totally cool. When somebody else does, it's annoying. I vaguely remember Count Duckula, but not from my childhood, because my childhood was contaminated with Star Trek. That's to you, Mrs. Antman, who said, yeah, you know, you might want to think about things that are longer lasting, are going to be more important on your life than Star Trek. Ha ha ha. Little did you know. 50 years later, it's still around. I don't think you are.
Fire in the hole! Obstacle clear.
I was playing this on my laptop, which does not do well with the graphics. So you couldn't see that where the Delvers were. You could see there was a purple dot here or there, but you didn't know if that was beam, if it was the alarm bug. It's impossible to tell. David Jason, I don't know that name. I don't think I know that name. Ah. Cuckoo Cola, only vaguely. I actually remember it more from references on Mystery Science Theater.
Fire in the hole! Area clear. Scans show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful. I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom.
Bugs. Of course, it's bugs. It's really easy.
According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment. I'll clear a path. Fire in the hole! Watch that first step.
I remember the good old days when this was actually challenging. I think Augie said something about it last night, that the ground zones have been less than challenging, shall we say? Even on Elite, sometimes this one's pretty easy. And look at this. We've got all these great toys, but all we have to do is stand around. And let our toys do all our work for us.
This is it, the center of the hive, the werewolf.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well, that was not exciting. Okay, you want to sing that for us, WC?
Our scouts have found an attack element of...
How about Happy Science Cult? And please tell me that you guys know about the Happy Science Cult.
The Zankethi fleet is in.
Let's see if we can do 5 a little bit faster than the last time around. Did we get them all? If you get a chance to Google the Happy Science Cult,
Well fought.
it is cult in Japan. And I can't get into all the details, but just be prepared to have a nice soft surface underneath you because your chin is going to drop after watching it for a while just into WTF-ness.
This is Captain Kumarke. We're on our way to assist you.
Hey, WC, I have a question for you. Oh, goody, all I have left are my Borg ships now.
While you stop the Zankethi.
Kern and I will arrive soon.
Our scouts have found an attack element.
That I don't remember. Let's see, Borg ships. Let's see if anything will come up here really quick. And probably not. Let's try the other account. Give me one sec here. Which doctor, do you remember? Ooh, I heard that. Let me jump back there. Nasty Birdie, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it. 7. God, you're going to make me think. All right, there's a whole thing on the biology of them. Just want you to know that. Oh, that is scary. And the Eighth Doctor. The Eighth Doctor encountered Candyman in his new body in Rikerzon. That is just scary. Good morning, Nasty Birdie. Thank you very much for the follow. All right, let's see what we got on this account. Ooh, we have the Tholian Captain that we didn't do. Pair hull in space, kinetic damage in space, incomplete. Oh, no. Oh, no. We are so... Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that, did I? We are so not doing 3 Iconian TFOs on this account, because that just takes too long, and I'm not re-rolling it. Okay, repair hull in space, kinetic damage in space. We can do that much. What have we got for a little kinetic damage? How much do I need to do? 150,000. Might want to throw some more toys in there. Put that up front. Anything else we want to throw in there? Okay, we should have enough now. Yes, I know some of these are really low level. Good enough. Repair hull in space. Well, we know how to do that one. Paradise Towers. Paradise Towers. I actually adore audio dramas. Currently, I'm running the newest Warhammer 40K, but as you may or may not know, they are not going to do any more CDs of the Warhammers. I don't know if they're going to do them on audio, like for download, but I know they're not doing CDs anymore. I gotta go pick some up. They're phasing them out at all the Warhammer stores. That's my favorite thing to do when I'm driving around, because I have to drive back to Chicago. And after next week, I'll be driving back to Bloomington, so that's 20 hours a week in the car. Audio dramas are very helpful. See if we can take some damage here. So much for the repair hull in space, or heel hauling and hull healing. Ha! Coffee. And let's see where we are in our kinetic. Getting there.
With the next spore colony.
So WC, my question to you was, I decided to spend my downtime, whatever that may be, on one of the 3 books I'm working on. So fiction, nonfiction, or fun?
Colony neutralized. Let's head toward the next one. Picking up Mokai ships on long-range sensors. We're about to have company.
In fact, that's a good question for any of you. If you had your choice between doing something fun, working on a project that would be fun but is more towards making some money, or doing a non-fiction, serious piece of work, what would you do in your spare time? We can do this.
Destroy these fools and take back what is rightfully ours! Come back!
Jaula, how can you be so angry with me? We're going to be such good friends in the not too distant future.
We will bring the stars to be honorless rebels for the Empire.
Got my kinetic, now we can go have some fun.
The newest Klingon arrivals are on our side.
Begin with storm. We will fight another day!
This is when I make my obligatory chicken sounds. And by the way, Ed says hi. Oops. Well, that would explain that. I have two different keybinds, one for this account, one for the other account.
Let us dispose of this
And I'm
monster
hitting the
when
wrong
he
account.
comes. Glorious! Did you see how Jaula ran like a...
Is it me, or do most...
Let's see what we got here. What else do we want to get rid of? So we still have to defeat a Tholian captain and 3 Iconian TFOs. Just no. Just no. Yeah, I can kind of understand that. Alright, I guess we cleaned up everything here.
Glorious!
Is it me?
Honestly, between that and Gamma Quadrant. Gamma Quadrant did more for me to come to terms with it being over because it was what happened after, because things, while many events have a finality to them, life does go on, things continue, and being able to see the story continue to an extent was better for me. Unfortunately, then Aaron and Renee both passed away after that, and there's a finality to that now that's much harder for me. Maybe that's one reason I like TNG. It just kind of tapered off if we ignore the movies, and I am ignoring the movies there for obvious reasons. Don't want to defeat a Thelian captain. Let's see if that's going to happen today. Or if I'm going to have to wait for that tonight. Alright, we'll see if it... Oh, well, there we go. But it's a particularly nicely done episode. Actually, it's a well done series. If I had to rate all the Star Trek series in terms of the best one, I think DS9 is the best series. In terms of, it's got a story arc, it's got character development, it's got some on episodes, off episodes, but overall, I think it's the best of the bunch. Oh my God. That must have been amazing. See if I can do this without stepping in the acid today. Well, I didn't step in it this time. Everybody up here. Well, okay, that was short-lived. I think a gun might work better than that, though. And I stepped in this acid. Oh well. Okay. Yes. Darn you. Darn you. I guess I won't stand in the acid. Oh, apparently I got it. Yay! Woot woot. So, the next convention is the Mission Chicago, which is being hosted by Reed Pop, and that'll be in early April in Chicago. So, since Chicago's a little bit closer to home than Vegas is, I'm hoping we can get some fleet get-togethers. Yeah, that's a really nice point. It was well balanced. For every positive, there's a realistic negative. For every negative, there's a realistic positive. It wasn't that we're all beyond all that now. But there's a lot of hopefulness to it. And I think that's one of the many, 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 many reasons I dislike Discovery. It is not hopeful. Maybe it is now. But they didn't get me in the first 2 seasons, and I'll give you 2 chances, won't give you 3. Weirdly enough, I like Lower Decks for the same reason. Though it took me a couple of watchings to get into it. It's not perfect. The society is flawed. There's a lot of work to be done, and there's still that aura of we don't know everybody that's out there. Not everybody conforms to our vision of what life is. And that's one thing I really liked about writing some TNG fic that I've written. Is that if you go in and you put yourself in the mindset of a different species who does not conform to our social norms, but that's not evil in their point of view. You know, they're doing things we find reprehensible, but to them it's just, well, this is what it is. And they can't figure out why we don't see it that way. We're not bad, they're not bad. It's just we don't get each other. And you're right, Nog is awesome. I love Nog's character development. Much more so than, let's say, Jake. I think Nog developed as a character, where Jake kind of stayed the same. Some development, but Nog was better done, in my humble opinion. We're not doing some Iconian TFLs, and it's only 6:30. What the heck are we going to do? What are we going to do? We all need sprint speed, especially a big Gorn. Let's get out of this character. No, he did not, did he? So is that because he was a teenager growing up, where Nog, Aaron, was an adult the whole time? Yeah, excellent point, WC. Different points of view. Different social norms. Temerians are a great example of that. And for everyone who says that the Temerians' use of metaphor and reference within their own society to communicate and explain things, but we don't, is of course ridiculous. Of course we do. And our level of communication here within this game is a really good point. We don't have to go in and explain everything. We can make a reference. And everybody who's in this little culture of ours gets the reference. And we don't have to explain it further. But if you get outside of that frame of reference, it's nonsense. You know, it doesn't make any sense to those people. I was working with a co-worker in a bakery. She was German. And she said something to which I responded, well, aside from that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? And she just looked at me. She's like, who's Mrs. Lincoln? And I had to explain it to her because it's a different frame of reference. So who am I on here? I'm on Kethva. Kethva is my Klingon recruit. Yeah, I know, I'm really slow on getting these things done. Alright, what are we doing? All kinds of stuff here. Got my 2500. Ooh, 150. Not doing much on this. Oh, better than I thought. Upgrade stuff. Random queues. You want to bet nobody's up for a random queue first thing this morning? Yeah, Darmok is a great episode. And good morning, Potato Guns. How are you today? I have no idea what Buckley's chance means. And I've even taken a very brief vacation there. I should be completely familiar with the culture. Let's see what we got going here. Join A-Rank. Oh, well, okay. There we go. Well, apparently it's a bad movie. Or that's probably not what we're looking for. Reference to William Buckley, a convict who escaped Victoria in 1803 and lived among the Aborigines there for 30 years. That's the most popular candidate for the term. From Buckley's and Nunn, presuming the expression derives from a Melbourne department store, Buckley and Nunn. a reference to Mr. Buckley of the Bombala region of southern New South Wales, who sued the government over title to land, the action seeming to have little prospect of success. Again, a reference to Mars Buckley, not in connection with Crumpton Nunn as above, but rather in relation to an 1893 run on banks when Buckley insured the Bank of Australia, or as they put it here, Australasia, would have no chance of using his money to pay other depositors. Those are the ones that are coming up. Yes, I have coffee too, Potato Guns, and for once I remembered to microwave it before the show started, so I'm not drinking chili coffee.
We don't have a lot of time, so I'll make...
What are we doing here? Drenur Gauntlet. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to tell you that I have no idea what that reference is, Id. Oh, okay, now I get it. Sorry, that took a few minutes. Let's just say that Ingrid's experience during the war was horrific. When the Americans came in, the propaganda was so negative about them that she was about to kill herself and her children rather than having the Americans take over, their house and their town, because everything she'd been told was horrible. And she was telling me about remembering her mom tying the rope around her waist and her baby brother's waist and getting ready to go walk into the pond with her pockets full of rocks so that they'd drown. So, yeah, good war stories, right? I think I'll go up to Alpha. Hanging out with people slightly more than one generation older than I am has given me really weird stories of their lives. Interesting, though, but weird. Yeah, you've had some really interesting tales as well. Oops, hang on, what am I? I'm an engineer. Okay, well, I'm not going to touch anything. I'll just activate stuff. Fine, I won't activate stuff. I'll come down here and activate stuff, so there. Oh, there's a honey badger here. How cute. So in light of our conversations about government propaganda of late, WC, you have to appreciate why people aren't going to believe what they hear from the government after a while. Study the past that you might divine the future. Oopsie, let's not die. Oh my god. Okay, that is rough. will say I don't know that Ingrid would have understood that one either. But my husband's gonna love that. So I listen to a few channels on YouTube just for noise to listen to at work. And until recently, they've always referred to it as the global situation. In the past month, they've started referring it again as COVID. So I don't know if YouTube has lightened up on their limitations on the use of the word COVID or what. But it bothers me that they're trying to restrict words again. Swearing is bleeped out more often than it used to be. Obviously, we don't do it here because we try to be friendly family. Family friendly, that word, yeah. Doesn't stop us too often. But damn it, we're a family friendly channel. We don't swear. Swearing sounds like hell. There was a book by, I want to say it was Alan Sherman, I could be wrong, called The Rape of the Ape being the American Puritan ethic, in which he was saying how some words, once you say them often enough and use them often enough, stop having meaning. So he spent an entire page plus in his book just writing the word fuck. He said by the time he'd written it out hundreds of times, it was just 4 letters. And it didn't have the same awful meaning that he was taught as a child. It was just a word. Ooh, I hope I'm around for that. It's not that long away. I should be around for it. Let's cloak for a moment here before I die.
Satellite upgrades are now available. When you scan a satellite, it's new.
As long as it's only near and not on top of, I'm good. That should be interesting to see. I have my telescope. The one nice thing about Indiana is that if you get a half a mile from where I live, it's absolutely beautiful at night. Not a lot of light pollution until you're closer into the heart of the city, and we are way on the north side. So I'm doing, guys. I don't like engineering. I used to drive home from Bloomington to Chicago every Monday night. And there would be areas where there were no street lights, no road lights, which was really fun in bad weather. But I'd pull the car over, like at a truck stop, and there'd be no lights there. And you could just stand there and look at the stars, and they were stunning.
Hang on up there.
Same thing in New Zealand. Absolutely stunning night skies. But, after hiking all day long, by nighttime I'm just like, bed. I don't care. Could be gorgeous. I don't care.
Shield generator gamma is at 75%.
Well, somebody's got some fun cannons. Judging by the fact that it is very pale blue out tonight or today, I think we've got a storm rolling in. I got to work yesterday and saw these big, gorgeous thunderheads already building up at 7 in the morning. I'm thinking, awesome, we're going to have thunderstorms, we're going to get that rain we desperately need. And the storm went to the south. Afternoon, storm went to the north. We had a very light drizzle of rain during the night. What have we got here? 2 minutes to go. Perfect timing. Ugh. I think I want to change this build.
Shield generator gamma is at 25%. Generator output is at 50%. Destroyed shield generator gamma. Shield generator beta is at 50%.
I believe I've got enhanced battle cloak, yes. Four seconds to go. I can suck it up for 4 seconds, can't I?
We did it. Enemy
Hey, we did it! Woohoo! Let's see what I've actually got on the ship. Oh yeah, this is just a POS. I've got some leftover things thrown on here. I have done nothing with this one. Yep. Okay, what should I do with this one? If I'm going to keep it, though, if I'm going to drop a couple $100 million into building a proper ship, it would be nice to put it into a good ship. Maybe this is where I put my Zat-Vash cannons. How's that? Oh, no, your assessment there, it is quite on target. It's very much we play the game my way or we don't play the game. But a little bit better information being spread around. Of course, a lot of bad information being spread around. I have to solicit the assistance of a physician to do a presentation at my office where we work with medical waste to explain what's going on with COVID vaccinations and vaccines and what's involved. And I know we're still going to have people going, I don't believe it. And yeah, at some point you just have to suck it up and realize people aren't always going to believe you. That said, at 7 o'clock, and I have to go off to that office to go write that paper because it needs to be done in the next 2 days because I got things going on. Yeah. Okay, I had this horrible moment in my life because I always went through my youth and most of my teenage years assuming everybody was at least at my level of intelligence, if not more intelligent, because I was smart, but not even the smartest person in my family by a long shot. So I assumed that was the norm. It's not the norm. The norm is like down here. Nothing against people, but it's just the sheer averages. And even to this day, it's kind of like, oh, come on, just listen to both sides, go get the research, find the facts, find the evidence, and make an educated decision. Don't be swayed by the first person that tells you something. But that's me. Anyway, so much for today, so much for philosophy. Folks, we'll be back tomorrow morning. DT will probably be on tonight. Tomorrow I will not be on tomorrow night, and I have to work late. I think I'll have to work late. I have to work late, but I don't know how late is. Cross your fingers. If late runs till midnight, that's like 10 hours of overtime tomorrow, which is really awesome. Might even sleep in late on Thursday. We will see. So everyone have a terrific day. I will talk to you all later, so take care. Bye-bye.